best. With this tablet, we want to step it up a notch with information that will help you. And what I mean by that is, we're talking about gasoline prices. The federal government don't know what to do to help the American public, but there's a lot the federal government can do in the meantime. But before I tell you what the federal government can do, let me tell you why the federal government should do what I have mathematically figured out what the federal government need to do. The federal government, the U.S. Department of Treasury, gave $50 billion to every bank and corporation in America, every one of them, through a bailout and stimulus. They borrowed this money. They're supposed to have paid this money back. According to the president, they paid it back. But what the president didn't say, some banks were seized because they didn't pay back. They fell into default, and they lost those banks. And those banks was taken over by the FCC or whatever y'all call it. I don't get into that, but were taken over by the U.S. Department of Treasury. My concern is the American people. When the federal government gave a dime of the people's money away to anybody, the people became a 61% shareholders of whoever got that money. Every one of them fell into default. They would charge interest and penalties. Hold it. They would charge interest and penalties. Where is that money? Now we have something they call gasoline prices are very scoring out of control. But the federal government can relieve the tension on the American people in a heartbeat. The federal government can do what I've done here with my pencil and paper. This is all the federal government has to do. Make it a tax write-off to a certain percentage for the American consumer. Because the American consumer who's purchasing gas at a high price is a 61% shareholder of every bank and corporation that got this money to get their businesses together. So what's the problem? Let me figure this out. 61% shareholders of every corporation and bank in America. Every bank fell into default. Every bank was charged interest and penalties, late fees, and all that stuff for paying the money back late they borrowed to get themselves together. America is now in a 48.26 trillion surplus. Close to those figures. It may not be exact, but it could be well over, but that's an estimate, what I'm calculating right here. Now, that means America has never been in a fiscal cliff. America is not in a deficit. What? America is in a surplus. Where's the money? Is somebody playing tricks with me? Where is the money? This is how you get America stabilized for the American people. Am I the only one that can count in this country? It can't be just me. I see no problem. America economically is doing good. Have enough money to do anything it want to do. Someone just don't know how to keep up with the money. I'm Jimmy McMillan, founder of the Rent Is Too Damn High Party. Go to renttotodamnhigh.org. Y'all send me some contributions. I need help. I have the knowledge. I just don't have the resources to, like the rich guys do, to come on television and talk this nonsense that makes no sense. Go to renttotodamnhigh.org and leave me a contribution so that I can have the resources. You tell a friend that when you go online, you tell somebody to go to the website, tell them about the YouTube video that you're watching, and y'all got to help me. This is dealing with digital and social media. I don't have the resources, but I have the knowledge. Anyway, that's all I can ask you to do.